useful at night, then I'm pretty confident the story I'm about to tell right now will sound a bit familiar. So I bet every person in this room has had an evening where they went out, maybe had some social drinks with some friends or something like that, and then things went really well and it turned into such an amazing evening that you're still telling stories about that. And then on the same page, I bet there are all the other extremes where you did pretty much the same things, spent the same amount of money, you kind of did the same things, but the night was shit and you went home being depressed. And the thing here, the fundamental thing is that very often the difference between these two extremes are a few very kind of casual social interactions, many of which you almost don't remember afterwards. So Useful at Night is all about making that difference. And why wouldn't other social platforms do the same job? Really, social networks at night work differently. The social dynamics change, things are fast and fluid, and the relationships are different. And in order for something to be useful, you need a specialized tool which is timely, because old school changes every 30 minutes. You need something that's relevant, because you need actually information about things that you can actually do. You need it to be focused on nightlife, because you don't really care about what your best friend is doing if he's at home with his 3 cats or something like that. You need it to be personal, so it can reflect your kind of specific nightlife persona. So, useful at night, but really, if you take Facebook, Facebook is not timely. Foursquare is not relevant. Things like Uber Life are not focused on nightlife, and all the media about events like Time Out magazine are not personal. And Useful at Night is timely, relevant, focused, and personal, and that's why it works. And it is your best guarantee of meeting cool people tonight and getting the best out of the night. And if you flip that on the business side, this guy here is Noah Tepperberg. He's the founder and owner of Marquee, which is one of the most emblematic clubs in the world. He now also owns 14 of them. And he says that in any given city, there are about 200 people that can make or break your club. And the most important job of the club manager is to interact with these people. So what Useful at Night does for people like Noah, it helps them find, meet, and keep those influencers. In an industry where the typical lifespan of a club is 18 months, they are very well willing to pay for that. So what we've done on that topic so far? We managed to develop a powerful backend where we integrate with services like Facebook events, Facebook social graph, Instagram photos, Foursquare check-ins, Songkick events, resident advisor, and so on, and managed to mash up all this information and apply all of intuition to it, and figured out ways to send you very interesting, meaningful push notifications. For example, if you just went with this cute friend of a friend and his friends, her friends in a bar last week, and now she's in the next bar next to you, this is something you would like to be notified about. This is our secret sauce, and it's the defendable bit. We've also managed in the beginning of November to release, basically soft launch our mobile apps, where we've done multiple iterations around the user experience so people can socialize in a specific way. And we focused really on retention and engagement, and so far, the typical user of our platform shares 2 intentions per week, which get a couple of comments, about 13 views, and they use the app 2-3 times a week, which is quite a lot. In the process, we've had to do hundreds of interviews and meetings, and we've talked with all kinds of players in the industry, and they're very excited about what we're offering. There are tons of problems there. Notably here, you can see Bex, which recently contacted us to develop a marketing campaign for them, and we just quoted 15,000 euros, so we'll see how this negotiation goes. So why would you care about all this, about the opportunity here? Well, if you take the nightlife industry, it's an industry that hasn't changed in hundreds of years in many aspects. It's a huge, very mature industry, but it has classical information problems. And if you put this into a little bit of numbers, just one city alone, like New York, has a $9 billion industry, which is bigger than several other entertainment industries combined. And the typical person in our target audience spends more than $400 a month in nightlife. And of all this kind of money, 10 to 30% goes into promotions and marketing. So we estimate about a $10 billion addressable market for things that can be done with Useful at Night. And why now is the time where really there have been attempts to do that before, but really right now Foursquare Connected Apps became a platform. We have Instagram venue integration. The social media is much more creative than ever before. The data exists. And we have the right amounts of smartphone penetration. So there are a number of externalities that make now the right time for this. And the team behind this is really the right team as well, because we have all the product, technology, and business experience to make this happen. But most importantly, we've spent thousands of hours in clubs and bars and socializing in this environment. We really understand the consumer behavior, we've lived in 10 of the 20 key cities for what we're doing. And recently we started growing the team a little bit with a new designer and new developer, which were very well suited for the project. And what we want to really ultimately achieve with Useful at Night is we want Useful at Night to be the fundamental connection between all nightlifers and everybody providing nightlife experiences. And to make this happen, we are raising €500,000 to continue with our product development, to continue with developing user acquisition channels and building the team and making this vision come true. So come talk to us. Cheers.